The phone was ringing when they came into the apartment. Andy hurried to get it. Is Robert there? Just a second. Andy held the phone out to his father. Peggy, he announced. Hi, he said to her. No, sure. Wait a moment. Here, Andy, hang this up when I get on. He went into his own room. Andy lifted the phone to his ear. His father picked up the extension. Okay, Andy, I'm on. Andy hesitated. He wanted to blurt out what he had seen, what he feared might happen. Andy, his father prompted. Andy hung up and went into the living room and lay down on the couch. The image of Nina by the lake held him. That night his father allowed him to go to the mall with Paul. A reward, Andy figured. Paul's mother drove them, making sure they knew when and where she'd pick them up. The boys went to the regular meeting place, the Central Fountain. Other kids were already there, and during the evening as many as 50 showed up. Andy kept his eyes open for Sally, hoping she'd come so he could talk to her about seeing Nina. He considered telling Paul, but held back, weary of Paul treating the whole thing as a joke. Once, he went to get a slice of pizza. He passed a group of kids from his school. Hey, Zadinsky, one of them called. Get any more wacko calls? Although uncomfortable, Andy grinned and waved. Sally never came. When he got back home, he found a note on the kitchen table. I'm at Peggy's, 387-3842. Dad. Andy studied the note and, uneasy, glanced at the phone. I just killed someone, Zeke said in his head, as if the voice were trapped inside. Andy thought of Nina alone by the lake. If she kept doing things like that, something awful would happen, and it would be his fault. He went into his room and put music on, thinking about the various conversations he had had with other people, until something his father had mentioned momentarily grew large, only to fade. Sensing its importance, he tried to hang on to it. His father, their number, the note, the call. Suddenly, he made the connection. Didn't his father say that he'd written their new number and left it on the math department secretary desk that Friday? He had. Andy tried to grasp what that could mean. Gradually, the question became clear. What had the math secretary done with that note? Andy was eating breakfast reading the Sunday sports pages when his father came into the kitchen. Morning, his father said, cheerful and full of energy. Morning, Andy returned. His father set about making his own breakfast. How are things at the mall? He asked. Fine, said Andy, putting his paper aside. Can I ask you something? Sure. He was busy at the stove. That Friday night, when you gave your departmental secretary our new number, what did she do with it? Dr. Zadinsky said nothing. When his father turned around, Andy realized he was angry. What's the matter? Andy asked. In the first place, said Dr. Zadinsky, I didn't say I gave it to her. I told you distinctly that I left it on her desk. She was gone. In the second, much more important place, we are waiting to see if someone is bringing a morals charge against you. You may have forgotten. I haven't. Can't you get it into your head that is something to worry about? Not that damned call? We spent a perfectly nice day yesterday. No idiot talk, no problems. I thought we were done with it. Then, bang, here we go again. You'd promised you'd lay off. I haven't done anything, said Andy. It's just, how many times do I have to say it? His father said. It's all in your head. Andy, stung, said, You'd believe me fast enough if I showed you who Zeke was. That's absurd. Dad, someone is out there talking about killing a person. I might know how to find the guy. Keep it from happening. In the first place, nothing is going to happen. In the second, if there really is such a person, he's crazy, a psychopath, dangerous. Right. So people should do nothing. Is that what you're saying? If the guy had some disease, busted a leg, or was starving, you'd want me to help, right? Nina Clemmer is in danger. Dr. Zadinsky started to say something, but instead turned back to the stove. Well, challenged Andy. His father said, We need to clean up around here and make out a cooking schedule for the week. That okay with you, Sherlock? You don't know what I'm on to, do you? Andy, you've got good motives, but what started out as something merely unpleasant has gotten out of hand. How many times do I have to tell you? Leave it be. Andy lay on his bed, the music blaring, thinking about the mathematics department office. You stepped into it from a big hallway. The secretary had a desk outside the chairperson's office. At the other end of her desk was the entrance to a large meeting room where all the departmental gatherings were held. It had to be there, that Friday, where the meeting his father went to took place. According to his father, he left the meeting first and fast, rushing to get to the Fillmores for dinner. It was then that he left the phone number on the secretary's desk, except she had gone. His father just said that, so the number was lying there. But then, afterward, all the other people from the meeting would have passed by. They would have gone by the desk. Someone could have seen that piece of paper with the number on it and picked it up. And that night, someone called. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the house jobs had been completed. When his father went out to do some shopping, Andy took the college phone book into his own room and closed the door. Each section of the book was made up of different colored papers, one for each school or department. Administration, green. The president's office, purple. The math department, orange. Listed for the math department were 27 faculty names, last names first, their office numbers and phones. Also listed were faculty titles, instructor, assistant, associate, or professor. For each, Dr., Miss, Mrs., or Mr. Zeke's was a male voice, so Andy discounted the 4 women in the department. He studied the remaining 23 names. Many were familiar. A few men were friends of his father's. He tried to recollect their faces, their voices, anything about them. It was very little. Andy acknowledged that Zeke didn't have to be one of these people or be from the department at all. That was only a guess. Still, Nina came from the college. That was the one fact he had. Andy smiled. Sherlock, his father had called him sarcastically. Okay, Andy thought. Why not?